Perez Tire Center, Aces Bail Bonds, Miranda and Sons Automotive, Bridgeport Auto Glass, Ramirez Spanish Restaurant, Tito's Barbershop, The Paz Funeral Home.
At the end to just say, so help me God, as I mouth those words. As a new officer, do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Connecticut, and that you will not advocate or support any alterations in or amendments to either of them by other than strictly lawful means? And you will faithfully and impartially discharge, according to the law, the duties of the position of probationary police officer to the best of your ability and judgment, and that you take this oath without any mental or other reservations whatsoever. So help me God. So help me God. Welcome, and let's give a round of applause. Ready?
Officer Israel Colon. Officer Colon will be pinned by his mother, Mrs. Luz Pimentel. Officer Corey Baldwin. Officer Corey Baldwin will be pinned by his mother, Executive Pastor Marie Baldwin. Officer Caitlin Harax. Officer Harax will be pinned by her mother, Mrs. Angela Harax. will be pinned by his mother, Mrs. Janet Porter. Officer Simara Nieves. Officer Nieves will be pinned by her son, Mr. Eric Martinez. Officer Richard Rivera. Officer Rivera will be pinned by his uncle, Connecticut State Police Detective Rodney Valdez. Officer Bernard Webb, Jr. Officer Bernard Webb, Jr. will be pinned by his father, Sergeant Bernard Webb, Sr., and his stepmother, Sergeant Tawana Brandy Webb. Officer Joseph Seagren. Officer Seagren will be pinned by his father, Mr. Michael Seagren. Mr. Officer Michael Swicks. Officer Swicks will be pinned by his wife, Mrs. Christina Swicks. Officer Angelique Cruz. Officer Cruz will be pinned by her mother, Mrs. Michelle Nelson. Officer Keith Greco. Officer Greco will be pinned by his wife, Mrs. Deborah Greco. It's your opportunity. Officer Jonathan Ferrell. Officer Ferrell will be pinned by his fiancée, Miss Ashley Ruiz, and his father, Bridgeport Police Officer Ferdinand Ferrell. Officer Jenny Rivera. Officer Rivera will be pinned by her mother, Miss Rose Rivera. Officer Devin Bonds. Officer Bonds will be pinned by his mother, Ms. Kathy Clausing. Officer Alexis Santana Pagan. Officer Santana Pagan will be pinned by her husband, Department of Correction Officer Lieutenant Joseph Pagan. Officer David Barr. Officer Barr will be pinned by his mother, Mrs. Maria Barr. Officer Rajvi Blake Jarvis. Officer Blake Jarvis will be pinned by her mother, Mrs. Angela Stonaha. I'm sorry. Mrs. Beverly Blake. Changing families already. Officer Joseph Albani. Officer Albani will be pinned by his mother, Miss Angela Stoneha. Officer Hoffman will be pinned by his wife, Mrs. Alexis Hoffman. Officer Antonio Molina. Officer Molina will be pinned by his aunt, Pastor Cynthia G. West. Officer Michael Vengrowski. Officer Vengrowski will be pinned by his wife, Mrs. Catherine Vengrowski. Officer Allison Abreski. Officer Abreski will be pinned by her mother, Mrs. Kathleen Abreski. Officer Wally Franco. Officer Franco will be pinned by his fiancée, Miss Carmelina Milazzo. Officer Oscar Soler. Officer Soler will be pinned by his mother, Ms. Caroline Soler. Officer Matthew DeFilippo. Officer DeFilippo will be pinned by retired Bridgeport police officer David Reel. Officer Lamar Robinson. Officer Robinson will be pinned by his mother, Miss Kareen Robinson. this time, I would like to present to you Officer Wildy, who, as you can all hear, is their drill instructor, for the presentation of the class plaque.
At this time, we will have the class leader, Officer Antonio Molina, come forward to present the class plaque to the Training Academy Commander, Assistant Chief Rebecca Garcia. The class plaque, which bears each officer's name, will be displayed at the Bridgeport Police Training Academy alongside previous Graduate Academy classes. It shall remain as part of the Bridgeport Police Department's permanent history.
At this time, we're going to take a moment out to present Assistant Chief Garcia with a small gift from the Academy staff. Will go good in your new office.
We are now going to present Sergeant Everton Walker, who will orate the Guidon ceremony.
We will now have Class 41's Guidon bearer, Officer Caitlin Hirax, come forward as they prepare to perform the return of the Guidon. The passing of the Guidon is a time-honored tradition dating back to the Middle Ages. It is a symbolic assurance of a continuous, unbroken chain in leadership and authority. Tonight's ceremony represents the departure of Class 41 as they leave the Academy to officially start their law enforcement careers. Their flag, which is a symbol of spirit, dedication, teamwork, and unit identity, will be displayed in the classroom alongside previous Academy section flags. The Guidon will then be passed on to the next recruit class. The class leader will now receive the Guidon from the Guidon bearer, which officially relieves her of her duties as the Guidon bearer. The class leader will now present the Guidon to the executive officer, who officially returns the Guidon, all it represents, back to the training academy. The training academy commander will now retire the Guidon to the drill instructor, who will enter the Guidon as a historic memento at the Bridgeport Police Training Academy, representing the dedication and commitment of the members of Class 41.
Sir, please. Forward, march.
I would like you to please direct your attention to the screen behind the officers as we present the class video that they have put together.
Let's go!
So much, Elder Brantley. Once Class 41 commenced on April 29th, actually, we're going to have the honor guard come forward for the colors. Thank you to the Bridgeport Police Department's honor guard.
Parade, rest!
Once Class 41 commenced on April 29, 2019, they were instructed to come up with a class motto that would identify them as a team. For weeks to follow, the class leader call the class to attention by having the session sound off with their class motto. Part of their motto is displayed on the medals that were given to them earlier today to remind them of their academy time when they united as one, when they united as a family. This evening, class leader, Officer Antonio Molina, will dismiss Class 41 for the final time.
Class, attention! Exceed the expectations! Dismiss!
Come on stage so that we can take a class picture. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you all. God bless you and good night.
Tune Seeker, the track.
Welcome to ACE's Bail Bonds.
Do you need information regarding bail bonds and the bail bond process? Contact us at ACE's Bail Bonds, where we are happy to give you a free bail consultation. You are in capable hands with our reputable agency. For fast, reliable bail bond service, get out of jail fast with ACE's Bail Bonds. You can save time and money by calling ahead. We'll have the forms ready for you, with everything handled privately, discreetly, and confidentially at our office. For fast, reliable bail bond service, call ACE's Bail Bonds now.
Welcome to Ramirez Restaurant.